should theoretically be fine. Oh wait, who changed their icon to a witch's hat?
That was Erica.
I see. Of course you did.
It's one out of the ones I have up.
And yeah, no. Apparently it crashed at some point, but you know, still trial and error. It's working just fine with League. So what I'm assuming that it is probably something graphics related. So I downed my graphics on Overwatch and restarted everything. So. Well, using AI for censorship does put a tiny little bit of extra strain on the GPU, but it's not a lot. But because I have a relatively low-end GPU, it could have just, you know, been enough because Overwatch is a more intensive game to stream in the first place.
Someone needs to fill
I
this saddle.
suppose.
Oh, it's not even an I suppose. It is.
Safety's off.
Yeah, exactly. I'm ready to 1650 Super. I only have a VRAM. So,
Got
you
a
know.
good cigar and a
And,
big eye on my hip. What more does a man need?
Yeah.
Maybe something to drink.
This game has a lot more complex 3D graphics than League of Legends does.
Okay. Wolf is losing his models. Can't lose something I've already lost.
Yeah, Chris,
Honestly?
did you look at that build that I sent you? Because that is what I personally recommend. I know you wouldn't really understand much about it, but it gives
Yeah,
you something that you
I
can
did
go
look
and-
at it and then my brain went mush.
Yeah, exactly. You have a lot more VRAM. Like, that's something that using a card with that much VRAM is good for, stuff like this.
Go down.
See, you might not understand it now, but the reason why I sent it to you anyways is because at least in that way, you know, I expect throughout the process, you know, you're going to do some research, right? And not just blindly trust everything I say to you. Not that I'd make you a shit computer, but you know. That spec list that I sent you is significantly better than my current rate. I mean, he could. It's not like I'm gonna build up a crap computer, but I also gave him options for like making it slightly cheaper. Like a buddy of mine gave me an AM4 motherboard that I have just sitting there. I don't have an AM4 CPU.
Bastion, move. My shield can't stay up with that bastion. Go back to holding these corners.
Sure. Sure, it's an AM5 build, but like the main reason why I suggest it to him over just using like borrowing the motherboard that I have temporarily is just because he won't have as much room for upgrading later. You know, AM5 is probably going to stick around for a while, so.
Time for the reckoning.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Keep going in there and Joker Queen kills me. It's annoying.
Yeah, well,
Well,
I
stop
can't
going
get
in
caught
there.
up in that.
Yeah.
I should try to do that.
Yeah, I know. Hitting my shots right now is difficult, but it's okay.
Bashing platforms. Wasn't mostly popular on right now. Okay, there's a now, there's a next video. Bashing that main.
God damn it! Getting a Noob with
Gotta watch it.
You cannot escape me.
Jack's over here.
Come get healed.
Big starlight. I see a hostile. Enhancing your vitals. I'm under attack.
Okay. Thanks for the boost back.
For the Crusaders!
what did I do?
Lucky shot. They're out of time. Don't let them through.
Whoa.
One touch.
But now, get out of there if you can. I got hacked.
Yeah, but see, I just don't want to cost him extra money in the future. Alright? You know, when, you know, using DDR5 might eventually be something that you actually need to do. As is, there's no real reason for it.
It's
Maybe swap 3 people to deal with me.
No time to waste.
Switch. Let me switch.
I'm the last one you're
Shockingly. Yeah. Yeah, the fact that they actually do still properly support it's kind of cool. They've made more AM4 CPUs? What the hell? I don't know. I don't really keep up too much with AMD. I just know that overall, for somebody like him, it's probably a better spending of his money.
surrender to my will.
Apagando las luces. Right on the money.
Tactical visor activated.
If y'all can somehow hold, I'll come back with ult.
No, I died.
Everyone's like dead.
Well, see, with Intel is only really useful if you do a lot of the same stuff. They're built a little bit better for it, but you know, for just like price to performance gaming wise, AMD's pretty much the better way to go.
And no Stormbird's around.
Yeah, I almost killed her. She's up here on my body. But there's bashing up there too. So.
No, he's not up there. He's very much down here.
Oh, really?
And
He went back
Sombra's
down?
behind us.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Hey, Sombra.
Okay, you're getting annoyed.
¿Te sientes mal?
Surrender to my...
There's much for you to do now.
Oh, you want.
Tengo que irme.
Okay. You can see if maybe I can recover this.
Damn it, she's lit at one.
I see that.
Doesn't matter when I'm
Probably
getting
killed
run
now.
down by everybody else. Especially Orisa. He has too much help.
You won't get the best of me.
Killed her too. Almost.
Numbered. Apagando las luces.
Fashion dead at least. I'm D-Bag though. I'm dead.
Apparently her ult cancels mine. It's
Off
okay.
dead. So, that's that point.
Yeah, such a great start too.
13k damage. Yeah, they swapped 3 people to counter me. I was still holding them.
Play
They showed up.
Apparently we had this
Reckoning.
arrested before. Also the Mario. Oh, it's 12 hotel. You know what that means.
What?
Check time.
Totally not.
I mean,
Bank are you through?
if you go, well, I mean, I already got mine like at like 8, so
Yeah, like you're with fucking Well-Simple.
yeah, my processing time for direct deposit are basically nothing. So,
Mm-hmm.
but when I was with Scotia, I'd still get it at like 12:30 most of the time. So,
Yeah, well, I'm not go TD. Not gonna get mine
I'm-
until like 3:34 in the morning.
yeah, TD.
I'm
sucks.
BMO. Sometimes it comes early, but I can't do retransfers till 12.
Mm.
But as far as price to performance, Intel only really can be competitive that way if you buy older Intel chips. Like, you know, there's still 8th and 9th that are more than capable of keeping up with, you know, the sort of shit for today, but AMD's just better, and AMD, I forget what it's called, but you can enable it in your BIOS, and it actually gives you a huge performance boost if you have an AMD CPU and GPU. And GPU-wise, 100% AMD is better price to performance. However, you do end up missing a lot of key features that is nice about having NVIDIA cards. Specifically if you like better graphics. Fair enough.
Why, you talking about the one that you're looking for, Chris?
Yeah.
Mm. What level of PC are you looking for?
Oh, this thing
Something
is...
like yours or less?
You do realize mine's not all that great, right?
Yeah, but you also realize there's less, right?
Not really. You don't get much less than me unless you're, like, trying to build
Do you want to talk about mine? Remember?
Yeah, but all yours requires is, like, a halfway decent GPU slapped in it, and boom, it's good.
That would require a different motherboard.
No.
Yeah, it does, because it only has ports for that type of GPU. Specific type of board, which is retarded.
I mean, GPUs use a standard... Yeah, no. Suffice it to say, you should be able to. Because the actual slot that a GPU goes into hasn't changed in like 15 years? 16 years? No, it's been a long time.
There you go. Go get your skin.
Huh.
Just here you go. Here's some money.
Well, how much did you send again?
30. Oh, you can
Yeah.
get the 2200 patch or the 500 plus 1000 patch.
Yeah. I'm trying to send you the build here. Give me a second.
Ugh. About time. God.
Yeah.
Now arriving at
Okay, never mind. I'll just do it later. Can't give me time to actually do it.
Man, now it doesn't want me to play. Funny.
Yeah, it doesn't want you to play this no more. Can you come back to support with me like the other supports?
I would love to. I want to Master Baptiste, okay?
Time to save the world. Game on. There is water everywhere. Is that not a safety hazard?
Juno, shut up.
It's not my job to get you back alive. But
A perfect world is a perfect prison.
That sounds
Okay,
so
someone talk to
nice.
Venture about Rock.
3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
There
I
you
don't
go,
know how I
Shin.
feel
That is
about that
the build that I'm thinking of going with for him.
Out for the widow. They have one, by the way.
Hyper ring out.
Oh. It's sniped by something.
Ashton.
Oh, they got all the annoying characters. Oh,
Past me. Damn it. Too spicy.
Yeah, they do. They got a
except the
Cassidy as well.
Zenyatta. Except Zenyatta. Zenyatta's the
They
least
have
annoying out of
Zenyatta.
there. I know, it said except Zenyatta. Zenyatta's the least annoying character on their team.
Yeah.
Probably be ashamed of both my skills.
Oh, they were faster then.
I'm Venture with 8 bullets. Fighting a Malgazin.
No.
Holy crap.
Thanks. I helped kill that Bastion.
Neutralizing projectile. Damn it.
I like how it only counts Clancy killing it though.
Well, no, it will still count as you. You do damage, but because he did the final blow, that's why.
Let's increase our pace.
Cassidy going
Why
back
are you
there.
running away, Cassidy?
Game on.
Because Cassidy has no defense abilities.
Are they for real? Pilot disengaging.
Thanks, Timmy.
Yeah, you're right though. The Juno does suck.
Told you. Gonna happen.
smithereens.
Come here, Venture. Come here.
When you get a chance to look at it, let me know what you think of the build. Oh.
Come here, Toki. Game on.
Tactical visor activated. Into the iris.
Holding back, G.
Fucking that. I put him down on one side.
I'm out.
Damn it.
They're taking our point.
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Now Cassidy has his ult.
I mean, not really too worried about it.
They're counting on me.
I have mine
Pretty,
too. I have tree.
pretty much, but not really. It is, but you
What?
can also overclock it even farther.
No.
But since, you
I know
know,
that.
he's not exactly a PC person, having it overclocked like that out of the box is just...
Welcome to orbit. Wow. Nerf this.
Life protects life.
Tree.
What else is new?
dummies.
Diva, back in action. We must accelerate.
They just instantly backed into it.
I have really bad luck.
Tree's gone. Find cover.
Now this coming back.
It's high tide.
I thought.
Got it to me. He single ulted me. Rude.
Again, still not too worried.
Best round. One.
I'm not worried. He can ult all he wants.
Well, it's not just AMD, Nvidia, and Intel also do it.
One.
It's funny. I made Malgo jump off the map trying to kill me.
Because, like, technically with the
pretty
AMD cards, it's not actually overclocked. It's just comes out of the box with higher performance.
My favorite.
I don't really know how else to explain it. It's just made with
Looks like a
slightly better
talented bunch.
silicon. So,
This should be
you
quick.
know. Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round.
Yeah, I have the skin set on random, so like it'll randomly show up as zombie or normal Grill Master.
Uh-huh. I don't know why you wanted a zombie grill master. It's just weird, man.
Cause it's funny.
You just paid more money to basically have the same skin just as a zombie.
Yeah.
The objective is
And it didn't cost that much. They actually did a decently like good sale on it.
Initiating defense matrix.
Oh, you're dead. Oh, dead. Fighting the tank right now.
I'm dead.
Oh, hi, Bastion. I was forcing him off the map there, too.
And then I shot a
These
headshot and
guys
he died.
have no spatial awareness.
No, not
Neither
at
does
all.
this Juno.
I'm
Oh,
about
here
to
they
go.
come! They're coming! They came.
Come on. I will help you.
Chris.
Right, the Bastion
What?
hits the dead.
Urgent care. Damn it. Nothing gets past me.
Soldier dead.
It's a skill issue.
Now the
I
there.
They need to add more bullets to Soldier's gun. I'm getting tired of that.
Does this
What, don't you have more than enough to kill somebody in a single clip?
Nope,
Yeah. Yeah?
not the healers that auto heal themselves.
For me personally, that's just a personal choice. Because if I remember right, 'cause that's based off of one of my personal builds, it has a lot of extra M2 slots, and it's nice to have.
So, with that build, I can pretty much play any game I want.
Yeah, for probably the next like 10 years. I mean, think about it this way. My computer's still technically considered low end, but like I can play most games that are currently being made on like especially like console games on like, you know,
Your carry is here.
max settings, 60
I
FPS
love how we help each other.
at least, bare minimum. Like if it wasn't for me streaming this game, my recommended settings for this are just completely maxed. And this is supposed to be equivalent to the PS5. Well, actually, probably a little bit more intensive than the PS5 port, but you know what I mean.
I mean, the
We need
console
more
can
help
run it
in
on
spawn.
20 FPS.
Like, it's wonderful.
Yeah, so can I. That's kind of the point.
Yeah, I agree. I dropped 3 of them.
Not, it's not a difficult game to run, and your console doesn't run it at a constant 120. That's the thing. It's the truth with a lie thrown in. Your max frame rate will be a 120, but your average is probably more like somewhere between 70 and 80. Or at least that's what I noticed playing on like the next gen consoles. You can get some pretty nasty frame drops if you don't just have it in like full
Ooh,
performance
that was
mode.
a good ult.
I just like putting out that game. I physically walked with them from their spawn to point in between all of them and then popped a note on 3 of them before they realized it was me.
Nice.
And it's not even one of those, oh, you know, that could have been our Reaper. Their Reaper was in front of me.
Mm.
People like that is why I still think IQ test should be a thing in the video game.
The amount of times you said that last night while we were playing comp.
Well, it's true though. Like, there are some people that just should never touch a video game, and it shows.
Yep. Can't deny that.
I swear, some of these motherfuckers in this game get like an IQ of 5. They got like 1/8 of a brain cell.
Also, Chris, unless you have a TV that's at least 120 hertz, it doesn't matter if it runs at 120 FPS. Just putting that one out there too. But, I mean, if you want to, with the setup that I sent you, technically you could play things in 4K. So I don't even think you have a 4K TV, do you? So,
No.
Not like that's relevant. I mostly based it around building like the best like 1440p system for a relatively reasonable price. The only thing there that's really expensive is the GPU. It's like almost $700, but not bad. It's actually most of the price of the entire system. The rest of it's relatively cheap. But I could cheap out and just grab a cheaper GPU if your only real requirement is 1080p 120 FPS. The beauty of PC, I kind of need a little bit more information on what you want. Because that build might be a little bit overkill, but it would last you like the next 5 to 10 years. And the only thing you might need to upgrade at some point is just to slap a new GPU in it. Eventually. They last a pretty long time. Like a 1080 Ti is still pretty relevant today, and those things are getting old now. Eh. Yeah, but you don't really gain much of an advantage going with a full-size board, though. Like, mine's not full-size either, and it's fine. Actually gonna double-check what the motherboard is. That's good idea. It's just a slightly modified version of the rig that I wanted to make.
Traveling to Dorado.
I know. Yeah, but he's not gonna need more RAM slots. That's the thing. Like, Remember how long it took to actually need, like, genuinely need 16 gigabytes of RAM? How long is it going to take for him to genuinely need more than 32 gigs?
I bear my burdens as best I can.
What tank should I play?
Especially since Chris tends to
Stay near,
play
will you?
mostly, like,
I hate when people run off without
console
me.
AAA games and that sort of thing, free-to-plays. He doesn't really play a whole lot of, like,
Flow.
super duper fucking intense. I think the
Like
most
what?
intensive thing on PC, as far as, like, RAM would go, would be, like, Baldur's Gate. It has,
Really?
it has a couple of USB 3 slots, like,
5, 4.
it wouldn't be the worst thing to go and get a full-size motherboard, but I don't think it's worth the extra, like, $200 to do it. For him, at least. Like, for his use.
Bounding forth.
I want to be able to play that new realistic cop shooter, or that body cam shooter that's been going around.
You'd be able to do that. Probably only at 60 FPS, but you'd be able to play it.
You do know which one I'm talking about, though, right?
Nope. But, I mean, it's a pretty beefy graphics card. I was healing you that entire time. I'm sorry.
Payload progresses. Windborn. Can't have it getting worse.
Are you playing Diva? Okay. When you have your alt, let me know. Okay, Wolf. Yeah. Because I want to try and get that spray for refugees.